up his Watcher. Okay, 18 damage for a rare relic is quite nice. Watcher is pretty resilient early on, as well as sort of throughout the run. And rare relics are really good, so you can really snowball off of an early like fossilized helix or something. Some of them are not as impressive. That's a good point. I don't know if we were beating both bosses, but I mean maybe, right? Like we had bites, so there's a decent chance that we were killing Time Lord at full health. It definitely wasn't guaranteed, but as long as we could sort of get to the point where we had like 3 frost orbs that were blocking for like 30, then we kind of just like only hit him with bites until he's dead. I definitely think we could have beaten both bosses. I don't know if the second boss was Awakened one, probably would have given us some problems. Actually, I'm not sure if Awakened one or Donu Deca was harder. Time Lord was definitely the easiest. Donu Deca is a little bit more aggressive early, so they definitely could have given us some trouble before we got set up. But we also had Electrodynamics for Donu Deca, so we had some advantages there. Okay, I do like trading out a boss relic as Watcher, because I don't have a lot of respect for pure water. It's mostly the Watcher's really strong starting deck, and just mechanics and cards that carry you through. The starting relic is pretty weak. Choosing a colorless card is okay sometimes if you're like forced into a 4-fight route. Max HP is sort of a generic positive option with no downside. But the 18 damage for the random rare relic is the really exciting one here. So can we afford that? Well, if you're going to take 18 damage, it needs to be on a fairly optimal route. You kind of want to get a route like this one, where you'd get 3 fights, 2 question marks, and fire before the elite. That fire is going to help you reclaim that 18 health. If you end up, sort of limping into this fire with like 20 health, then you can heal up and go fight the elite. This route seems pretty reasonable too, because we get 3 elites if we want them. There is a 4 elite path available here if we go far left. That path only has the 1 fire, and we have to potentially go into this. Oh no, that's wrong. I was thinking I had to go into this first elite fight with only 2 card rewards, but there are actually 3 fights here. So that's a consideration. If we're doing this route, we probably would do a boss relic swap instead of the take 18 damage, because if we're taking 4 elites, maybe we don't have room for taking 18 damage. If we take the rare relic and get something insane like Fossilized Helix or Incense Burner even, maybe, we could maybe take the 4 elite path. Yeah, a lot of good paths available here. Let's take the rare relic and see what we get. A pocket watch. Well, that's amazing. Pocket watch is super, super good. Alright, let's take the route with the extra fire and just plan on 3 elites. I don't think we need to plan on 4. Vigilance Strike are the only cards we want to play here. We get to draw extra next turn. Is this lethal? Eruption plus 36 from these, so that's a big 45, so we're off by 1. Yep, 12 times 3 is 36, plus 9 is 45. Darn. Okay, probably want to play 3 cards then to keep Pocket Watch active. I think that's going to be 2 strikes and a defend. Taking 1. No lethal available this turn. But we're guaranteed to draw Eruption and a Strike next turn. So if we draw 8 cards... Let's see, so if we... Eruption and Strike is 21 damage, so that's leaving him at 13. That does mean we still have to draw 2 attacks. Or we could use 1 attack now, and then we only have to draw 1 next turn. So we could like Vigilance Defend, take 0, or we could Strike Double Defend. Actually, no. We can't strike defend vigilance. We'd need to miracle, and then we would blow up our pocket watch. I think we're most likely getting it if we defend vigilance. It is possible to miss it, I think, but not likely. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Okay. Floor 1. Pocket Watch. Well, Evaluate's kind of bad with Pocket Watch. We don't really need the draw, and the Insight tends to break Pocket Watch, so we're not picking that. I don't know why we're being offered both Tranquility and Crescendo. It's like, hey, did you know that these cards are similar to each other? But opposite. Wow. Yeah, I don't think we're taking any of these. I certainly don't mind Tranquility Crescendo, but I'm not willing to take it on floor 1. We can't kill a Louse here. So I think we just strict double defend and do some Pocket Watch stuff. We can Eruption Miracle Vigilance, which is still 3 cards. Kills those Louse and blocks out. Or we could probably just kill that Louse, huh? We've got 24 damage, he's at 24. Yeah, okay. I'll just have to kill them. Alright, well, one of these cards is an attack. It's not something I'm crazy about picking on floor 1, Sands of Time. I guess it's actually pretty good against Lagavulin. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's good against Act 1 elites, I'll take it. It's a bit of a weird one. No shop. Unless we take this one, or it's like a question mark. So I think we'll just lose the gold. We need that health. Do we need the health? We're gonna heal here, right? If we can kill this guy with no health lost and this isn't a fight, we could probably get an upgrade there. So taking this gold would cost us an upgrade. It's not worth that much. We're not killing this guy with no health loss, though. That never happens. And it looks like we're taking at least 7 here. Unless we somehow have lethal, but we don't. Okay. We could defend double strike, or we can vigilance strike. I think I like vigilance strike. It helps set up for Eruption Sands of Time next turn. And there it is. Blasphemy, huh? It's a pretty good first rare card. We've got Sands of Time. That lines up really well with Blasphemy. Go into Divinity mode and hit somebody for 60 for 0 energy. Okay, we've got a plan. We're not losing any current health out of this. We do lose a little bit because we were about to go rest. Actually, are we resting? 35 is sort of marginal, but I think we can make it through. Yeah, I don't really have any, like, Watcher clearly has a lot of, like, religious, sort of, like, Hindu vibes, right? I don't really know what, like, a Hindu blasphemy would sound like. In fact, I think blasphemy is, like, a Christian concept. Or I guess I should say Judeo-Christian concept, because you can blaspheme against Yahweh. But yeah, like, for polytheistic religion, it seems like the whole concept of blasphemy is a little bit outmoded. It's like, well, you can worship whoever you want, right? Like, there's a whole pantheon. If you want to add somebody to it, like, I'm not going to stop you. It is, I think, generally the perspective of polytheistic religions. It's like you've got your own little house deity that you pray to. That's fine. Whatever. Do you think? So yeah, the concept of blasphemy is a little bit odd here. What is beta art for this? I do not understand this beta art. I've seen it before. It's like, this is a computer mouse, and this is like an egg going into the garbage. I don't know. Is it like an abortion comment? I don't... Yeah, I think we take this, sure. And just take the max HP. Okie doke. Before I started streaming Slay the Spire, I took the Golden Idol event a lot less frequently. I feel like I've learned... as soon as I did it the first time, everybody on the stream was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, maybe you guys are right. And that's one of the things I've definitely changed about my play. I've changed my play quite a bit, because I, probably played Slay the Spire total less than I have now played it on stream. I think my playing of Slay the Spire on stream is probably at least half of my total Slay the Spire streaming or playing. So I definitely learned a lot. But like, yeah, I used to avoid the Golden Idol event because all the things hurt, But the gold is generally worth it, I think, now. Are we upgrading? Oh no, I don't want to leave this in beta art. Because the regular art's so cool. Are we upgrading Sands of Time? Or are we upgrading Blasphemy? Are we resting? Probably don't need to rest, because there's another campsite right after. Do we ever die to Sentries or Lagavulin if we don't rest? I think we might. Yeah, let's just take the upgrade afterwards. If we still feel like we can. Okay. I almost just played Blasphemy. I'm not sure what came over me, but I was like, oh, I can just play this and set it for next turn. What? No. Means you lose next turn. This sets it for next turn. Kind of a bummer we didn't have Sands of Time last turn. I think we're waiting for that to tick down this turn and just playing nothing. I don't believe we have a kill here. Blasphemy, Sands of Time is 60 plus 27. Let's see. Our max damage is probably actually not Eruption. It's probably... so Blasphemy takes us up to 4 energy. This spends 3 of it, so we've got 2 left with the Miracle. So it's probably Blasphemy, Sands of Time, Double Strike. Strikes do 18, so it does 36. 36 plus 60 is... no, it's like 96. It's not lethal. We can Eruption Sands of Time, or we could just like Triple Strike. Triple Strike is a lot more conservative. We're guaranteed to have Vigilance next turn. We probably want to play it, so we'll probably just play like Eruption Sands of Time. Okay, so then Blasphemy Sands of Time is lethal in the future. Most likely. But I guess that's probably not happening. We'd have to redraw Blasphemy. I guess that's possible. It's hard for me to evaluate Defend versus Strike here. I'd like to save health. And it seems like we're probably just killing him with Blasphemy Sands of Time, either next turn or the turn after. So the Strike, I think, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Blasphemy Sands of Time Strike is lethal. Yep, it is. So it's 60 plus 18, 78. We have the energy for it. Bam. Bag of marbles. Consecrate is our first access to AoE. Consecrate, I'm a little bit unconvinced about because of the Pocket Watch interaction. I think maybe we'll just hold that for a conclude. Flying Sleeves kind of goes with the whole go into Blasphemy and blow people up vibe. It's also an attack, and we need some more attacks, just, you know, to kill people with. Fasting is quite a commitment. I don't think we're ready for it yet. Just like Flying Sleeves. Okay, I guess we could have taken the upgrade previously, because we didn't lose very much health in that fight. I think it's Sands of Time over Blasphemy. The deck is small enough that we're drawing Blasphemy, like, not every turn, but like every other turn. So it's pretty consistently available to blow people up with Sands of Time. Actually, Sands of Time is kind of bad in hallway fights. So maybe we want to upgrade something that's a little bit better in hallway fights. Maybe we're just not doing too many hallway fights, though, because we've got, like, a chest and then one hallway fight, 2 question marks, and 2 elites. So yeah, we don't care about hallway fights. Let's get the upgrade most relevant for elites. A meal ticket. Okay. We're just killing it with Blasphemy Sands of Time right away. Right away. Okay. Welcome to the fight, Acid Slime. Goodbye. It's 117 damage with the first 2 cards that I played. Yep. Bag of Marbles, Blasphemy, Sands of Time. I think you probably could not pick 2 cards to do more damage at the beginning of a fight without doing silly stuff. Like, that's available on floor 10. I think that's probably, like, among the highest possible floor 10 damages with 2 cards. Maybe you could do more with, like, Eruption. Yeah, if you had, like, a Vajra and an Eruption, I think that'd be more. You could theoretically have, like, 2 stacks on a Gira at this point. Okay, alright. That's stupid. There's no reason to think about that. Empty Body, it would be our first block card. We are against Guardians, so block cards are kind of required. Although, yeah, you know what? This whole, like, Blasphemy and blow people up plan doesn't really work against bosses. I mean, it'll start working against bosses a little later. But it's not working now. So that's a little bit scary. Reach Heaven through Violence leans more into the Divinity plan, right? Where it's like we get 2 copies of Through Violence in hand or whatever, and then we blow people up with that. Reach Heaven also is very compatible with Pocket Watch, whereas Empty Body is a little bit incompatible with Pocket Watch because you want to Empty Body out of Calm, get extra energy, and then play a bunch of cards with it. And Pocket Watch does not appreciate that. So I'll take Reach Heaven. It's probably the last attack we're taking. Where's that, where's that Consecrate now? That'd be nice. We can just block, though, with Vigilance Defend. I would love to kill somebody on turn 1, but it would have to be this guy. I mean, that does let us avoid being weakened, which is nice. Take 6, though. If we're doing Flying Sleeves Vigilance. I guess we could Miracle out of Defend and take 1. And miss Pocket Watch. Yeah. I think I'll miss Pocket Watch for 1 turn in the whole run. We'll probably miss it again in the future, but we're not going to want to miss it too often. Okay, double defend strike is okay here. Not great. Kind of wish one of them was debuffing, but, you know. Take 4. Eruption you, Reach Out on you. Interesting. Halt is good with the empty body that we didn't take, going into Wrath and then exiting. It's not very good with Pocket Watch, which is why we didn't take the empty body. Don't really need any more damage, so these two are probably out. I think we're probably just skipping here. Yeah, we're not just hanging out in Wrath very frequently, so I don't think Halt is good. Block with Potion's probably better than Gambler's Brew. Okay. This is a nice long fight, so we're probably going to regen pot here. We have no block as well, so I guess we're just reach heavening and flying sleeves. If we're tremendously ambitious, we could Eruption Miracle Reach Heaven on the middle guy to block. And then next turn we could Sands of Time on one of the outside guys to kill them too. We'd probably end up taking 20 with that line though, next turn. Because Sands of Time is all of our energy. But if we draw Blasphemy and 2 strikes, is that enough? So Blasphemy, so we'd have 5 energy, 3 of it would go into Sands of Time, then we'd have 2 strikes. Strikes do 36, so it's not enough. We're most likely drawing Vigilance though. 8 out of 10 we're drawing Vigilance, and then we can just exit. But if we don't draw Vigilance, it's such a disaster. But just like letting him attack us is kind of a disaster already though, right? Like, I don't want to take 10. So then next turn is like Vigilance, Strike, Block Pot. I think if we're doing Eruption, Miracle, Reach Heaven, we shouldn't use the regen pot, because we're kind of committing to ending the fight really soon. Actually, no, that's not true. This fight is long whether you want it or not. Alright, I think I'm going to do it. So we're drawing 8 of these 10. What's the worst case scenario? We draw like 4 defends, a Blasphemy, and 3 strikes. Yeah, strikes only do 36 in eruption mode. It's a pretty unmitigated disaster. But we survive it with the block bot anyway. Alright. Oh, wait. I thought that card did 20 damage. I'm not sure why I thought that card did 20 damage. That whole line was based around the lie. Yeah, that card does 10 damage. Okay, alright. Forget everything that I was thinking about. None of that is happening. Alright, so we're just gonna drink this regen pot and play Reach Heaven and Strike. We can't play Vigilance and Sands of Time. We can play like Sands of Time through Violence. And then like Block Bot. Sands of Time Block Bot blocks out, but it also wastes 2 of the block from Block Bot. We might as well save it for Guardian if it's not blocking for 12. Yeah, I just, like, because Through Violence does 20 damage, so I was just like, okay, so we'll just kill that guy with the 20 damage. It's like, no, you don't have that 20 damage yet. Okay, so how about Strike Through Violence Vigilance? Because that blocks for 8, so we take 2, and it still kills this guy. Yeah, let's do that. We're kind of in a weird situation here. where we're retaining 3 cards and triggering Pocket Watch. So we end up overdrawing. So I think I'm going to use a Miracle, or Flying Sleeves instead of the Strike. Just to get it out of hand. So that we draw an extra card. Can we Blaspheme? Blasphemy, Sands of Time kills him, then we just have to do 30, 39. Yeah, we pretty clearly can. Okay. Alright. Third eye's great. We need something to block against Guardian. That's the only option here. Evaluate is bad with Pocket Watch, as I discussed on floor 1. So stick third eye. He's been gouged and trampled, so it's Gremlin Knob. Do we want to fight a Gremlin Knob? We're pretty good against Gremlin Knob. I think we do want to fight a Gremlin Knob. I want the Relic. Okay, fine. Turn 1 Sands of Time is great. Maybe I was supposed to coin out Sands of Time there while he's vulnerable. Nah. This is lethal with Divinity next turn. So this does 26 times 3 is like 75 plus 3, which is 78. Yeah, so it's 78 and then like any strike kills him. Boop. Alright. Are we interested in Mantra? No, we want to avoid Insights because of the Pocket Watch. Flurry of Blows, same deal. We're not changing stances that often, and we don't want to. Sash Whip is kind of nice against Guardian. He gets some rounding problems because he's got a big multi-attack, or a couple of multi-attacks. But I don't think we want another attack card. We got a free boot. Wait, we fought Gremlin Knob again? What? We just fought you. What are you doing here, Gremlin Knob? Can I have the combo again, please? No. We can actually guarantee it for next turn. We can Vigilance. Actually, even if we played 3 cards, we get it anyway. So we can just block him this turn. You want a rematch? Here's your rematch. Kapow! A molten egg. Okay. Well, this is about as many relics as we got in the whole run with that defect, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. We have turn 1 vulnerable already. Ooh, Protect is great. I'll definitely take Protect. It is really nice to have a Fear Potion against Guardian, because we really want to do the whatever 30 damage to his phase 1 form, so he's not hitting us on turn 2. Which is kind of the scariest part of that fight, because we like outside of Blasphemy, we don't really have any way to deal a bunch of damage. I guess we just like decost Sands of Time and play it whenever it comes up. But we're not killing Guardian with that combo, so we have to find another way. So I think we might just not take the Fear Potion and keep these. We're going to need the Strength Potion to consistently break him, and the Block Pot blocks for 12, which is like more valuable than Fear Pot, I think. Despite all that gloom and doom, I still think we have enough health to kill him. So let's get an upgrade. So the most obvious upgrade here is Blasphemy, but I'm actually a little bit afraid of all the retaining we're doing. We've got too many retain cards and Pocket Watch, so we've got a little bit of a problem with retaining too many cards. But I can't solve that problem at this campsite. I could only make it worse. So I guess we're just gonna upgrade Vigilance, I think. Third eye is nice too, so it's Protect. I think we're looking at one of these defensive cards though. We don't have a ton of block against Guardians, so that's a little scary. Third eye is not that valuable with Pocket Watch, because we're going to draw all those cards anyway. So like the scrying is like, we don't really need to filter. We are controlling the quality of our hand by just drawing 10 cards. We'll draw 10 good ones if we just draw them all, right? So I think we'll take the Protect upgrade. Protect upgrade from 12 to 16 is a pretty big deal because it blocks all the way out on his multi-attack turn when he's in ball form. Okay. Pretty tempted to just Sands of Time him right now. If we Strength Spot Sands of Time, we'll go up to 28 raw damage, and then that's, oh god, what's half of 28? It has to be a 9. No, it's 14, okay. So 28 plus 14 is 42, so go up to 42, so break him right now. And I think this is the scariest part of the fight, so let's just get past it. We also get rid of the Retained Miracle, which is one of the biggest culprits for the hand size problems. Alright, well there's the first break. We could Protect to save ourselves from this. And then try and just triple defend next turn. Yeah, I think I will. Because otherwise we're just like defending and taking 5. I guess I could have striked there, huh? Yeah, that was a free strike that I just didn't play. Alright, third eye double defend, I think is the line here. I assume we don't want strikes for next turn. Alright, we have 5 energy, but we only want to play 3 cards. We could play Sands of Time. I don't think we can split him though. Even Mighty Sands of Time, it's not quite that much damage. Protect Defend blocks out. So we could like Protect Defend, Reach Heaven, spends all the energy, blocks out, develops a 3 violence. We don't get to go into Calm, which is something I would like to do, but we need to start decosting our Sands of Time, so we can't just be playing it every time we see it. We can Eruption through Violence Flying Sleeves, or Eruption, let's see, so that's 11, he'd be down to 27, this is going to do 24, so he'd be down to 3 armor, and then through Violence does a ton of damage through the armor. Seems good. It's a little bit scary if we don't draw Vigilance. But I think I'll take that chance. I mentioned that the problem with this deck is like, we're depending too much on Sands of Time Blasphemy, so this is a chance for us to do a bunch of damage without that. And the next time it comes up, we might actually be able to lethal in with it. Okay, we actually did not get back into Calm here. So we're staring down the barrel at 20 damage. Looks like we're losing our Perfect here too. Do we have lethal? We can Blasphemy, Sands of Time. So this goes up 2 energy to 5, down to 3, so we'd have room for 3 strikes. I imagine that is probably lethal. So 78 plus 18 times 3. 18 times 2 is 36, plus another 18 is 54. 54 plus 78, yeah, it's lethal. We take 12. If we do anything other than kill him this turn, we're also taking 12. Or I guess we're taking 7. No, we're taking 8. Because we block for 12. we could just block pot to get it perfect. That seems like... I don't usually want to spend resources to get score. Score just happens if you win. Yeah, I'll just take the lethal. That seems fine. Oh, it's 84, so we have extra strength. Get my math wrong. Well, if I can get extra health, I will, so I can. I will. I should have used the third eye, but whatever. Alpha? We draw a ton of cards with Pocket Watch, so we're going to be able to play Alpha, Beta, Omega pretty consistently. Maybe our deck is too small for that. So like on turn 1 we draw 5 cards. Once we upgrade Alpha, Alpha's guaranteed to be in there, so we've got 12 cards left in the deck, and then we draw 7. If we go up to a 19 card deck, then we're in perfect shape for Alpha, and then guaranteed Omega in the next 2 turns. Or guaranteed Beta in the next 2 turns, and then Omega on the 3rd turn. Seems good. I feel like Alpha decks want to eventually be playing Alpha on turn 1, or be playing Omega on turn 1. That's like way later. That's like heart fight levels of game brokenness. I guess my main issue with Alpha here is that we already have like a really good plan for killing people. And I'm not sure that we want to just like staple another good plan for killing people on top of it. It is some AoE, which is nice. We're really well set up for it with the Pocket Watch. I wish that one of these was an attack. It feels like kind of a waste to get a Molten Egg and then get no attacks. It's pretty upsetting. We're a little bit weak in hallway fights, as I mentioned. We're kind of like best at elite fights, where we can like kill them with one big thing. Boss fights have a little bit too much health for that, and then hallway fights... I guess we're pretty good at hallway fights too, but hallway fights can be like hard to set that up in, or they're taking your health before we're killing them. Coconut, why are you yelling at people on my stream? They say hi. Would you like to say hi? Coconut says, no, leave me alone. I'm trying to drink water. Okay. Fine, I'll leave you alone. Deus Ex Machina gives us like huge problems with Pocket Watch, both because it gives us too many cards to play and because it gives us retain cards, which are difficult to get out of hand so that we can draw 8 cards. So that one's out. That's worse than Skip. I never pick Judgment. I have like a strong bias against Judgment. I just hate so much that it is just like a blank card in a bunch of fights. I think I'm just offended by taking a rare that's just a curse against like all of the hardest challenges in the game. Alpha has to be better than Skip though, right? Because we're like in a really good situation for it. Okay. So we'll take Alpha for some reason. Velvet Choker and Pocket Watch are good friends. It gives us some extra energy to spend on those 3 cards. We also have a bunch of 2-cost stuff. Beta costs a lot. Sands of Time, Vigilance, Protect, Reach Heaven. A bunch of expensive stuff. Oh, sorry. I thought we were friends. She was just preparing to jump from my desk to the couch. And, you know, she was doing a little butt wiggle pre-jump checklist. Just wasn't expecting a hand to come in there and pick her up. I love the idea of cats with checklists. That sounds really fun. Okay, so the worst case scenario for Velvet Choker is we have like some sort of blasphemy lethal, but we can't do it because it's 7 cards. That's the nightmare. We don't have any potion synergy stuff. Sacred Bark is great. You don't have to have potion synergy stuff for Sacred Bark to be good. I noticed that my water was really minerally today, and I'm not sure what changed. I think Coconut noticed as well, because she just drank some water, and then she was like looking in my water cups. She was like, I don't like that water. I kind of feel the same way, Coconut. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I think Velvet Choker is probably better than Sacred Bark. It seems really important to get energy, especially if we're going to pick Alpha. Okay then. We got Bronze Automaton. Probably want to go to a shop, trade in all this money for some cards or relics. This is pretty much my perfect Act 2 route. It's got a bunch of question marks. It's letting us spend our money to shop. It's got a bunch of fires. We are forced into this elite. There's no dodge there. And after this elite, we're forced into another one, so we're probably going left. But the best like challenger route is like this one, where we get 2 fights, which is the easy pool, and then 2 question marks. And we get to go to a shop. And we could skip that elite, and go to a fire instead. Act 2 elites are scary, so being able to skip them is pretty valuable. But they're not so scary that I'm not. The easy pool in Act 2 is 2 fights. It goes as far as it needs to go to get you into 2 fights. It can be all the way on the last floor of the act. You can get an easy pool fight as long as it's your second fight. Not counting elites, obviously. But for Act 1, it's 3 fights. For Act 2 and 3, it's 2 fights. It's much, much, much more important in Act 1 than in the other acts. So I don't want to overstate its importance for Act 2. It does matter for Act 2, but for Act 3, it's basically meaningless. For Act 3, the like easy pool and hard pool fights are like not even that different. It's like the Darklings are in both the easy and the hard pool. Like the hard pool does have like triple jaw worm, which like would probably kill you on floor 1 in Act 3. So like I get it. There's a reason for there to be an easy pool, but the difference is really minor. But not in Act 1. In Act 1, it's really important. Okay, we're getting robbed. They're coming for us. Coming for our jobs. Let's see what we can get next turn. Sands of Time seems good. Probably don't want at least the defend. I could consider the vigilance. I think we're going to block pot and double strike while we still have vulnerable. Yeah, this is my least favorite part about Alpha, is it's like, well, what are you doing here now? I want to play you in this fight. Kind of a crummy floor here. The like coolest thing we can do is like Eruption, Flying Sleeves, Miracle Alpha, or Miracle Vigilance, but like, it's not that good. Eruption Flying Sleeves does 16 plus 9's 25. I guess we could just stay in Wrath at the end of the turn. I mean, we're getting a kill with Blasphemy next turn, right? So Blasphemy Sands of Time is killing one of them. Blasphemy Flying Sleeves actually almost kills the other one. So this does 12 times 2, so it's 24. So we need like one more strike for him. So I'll just do all the damage next turn and just like Vigilance double defend here. Take like 4 or something. Seems okay. You think you're running away? I think not. Battle Hymn? No. I think Battle Hymn fights with discard too much Pocket Watch. We don't really need more card draw. We've got a lot of it. And we don't really have any scrying for Nirvana, so I think this is a skip. I do really like Battle Hymn Plus, though. It's a really good card. Where are my attacks? I like literally haven't seen a single attack as a card reward since I got Molten Egg. We could get Jaxed. Our turn 1 is already really good. Because of the because marbles. So if we get the mutagenic strength, then we're even more able to take advantage of those marbles on turn 1. A lot of our damage in the deck comes from Sands of Time, and it's pretty hard to play Sands of Time on turn 1. But it can happen, especially now that we have Velvet Choker. I feel like this is usually the pick, mutagenic strength. And I don't see any particular reason not to do it here. Transforming 2 strikes is reasonable. But mutagenic strength is great. What are we hoping if we transform 2 strikes? Yeah, there's like a lot of bad options, a lot of like mantra cards and like flurry of blows and weave and stuff. Yeah, we don't want any of that. Let's just take the mutagens. Yum. Okay. I'm always excited when I see kunai, but we have Pocket Watch, so we can't really kunai. Pocket Watch gets more and more restrictive the deeper into the run you get, which makes it feel a little bit like a trap, but it's so good that it's usually worth it. Not a great store here. Not too excited about this. A couple of upgraded attacks because of the Molten Egg. Gremlin Horn's pretty good. It's probably like Gremlin Horn, Frozen Eye card remove or something. Here. Gremlin Horn's kind of awkward with Alpha, because you kill a lot of people at the end of your turn, and so the like card draw doesn't do anything and the energy doesn't do anything. You just like cycle through your deck. It can help you exhaust Sender's Bane, I suppose, but that's about it. Also, just like this, Gremlin Horn encourages you to like have a big combo turn where you play a bunch of cards, and that's bad with Pocket Watch, and with Velvet Choker. Frozen Eye is going to make me think a lot, which is both a bad thing and a good thing. We can buy both. We can Gremlin Horn, Frozen Eye, and card remove, I believe. 270 plus 162 is 432, right? So we definitely cannot afford card remove as well. Well, that's too bad. Can't even afford a potion. I really like kunai. I really have a lot of problems whenever like kunai or shuriken shows up. I'm like, that's the one. That's how I do it. But it's not. This isn't a. That's not what this deck wants to do. Yeah, I think I'll just take a Gremlin Horn and a Frozen Eye, and not card remove. Card remove is not that good. It just gets rid of a strike. It's not like I have a curse or anything, right? Yeah. Okay. We just spent all of our gold. You guys are fools. But I'll still fight them. I want their mask. Masks are cool. We're also at full health, so we're almost guaranteed to win. We can't, like, cheese them on turn 1 with Blasphemy, though. We don't have enough damage for that. Okay, so the first thing to think about is can you kill Bear on turn 1, which we definitely can't. We're doing like 33 damage, not enough. The next thing to think about is can you kill Pointy then? And we can't kill him either, still 33 damage. Okay, so if you can't kill Bear and you can't kill Pointy, then you should target Romeo because he weaks you, and that's bad. So we will do a bunch of damage to Romeo. And then I think we're going to defend once. We could block for another 5, but it would cost us a Pocket Watch proc, and that's too important. I guess I could have considered putting somebody at 26. Seems pretty reasonable, put somebody at 26. We could reach Heaven to kill Romeo now. We might want to play more than 3 cards this turn. If we're playing Alpha, then we don't want to shuffle. We want to play Alpha and then draw Beta and then shuffle. Maybe that's just too slow in this fight, though. Maybe it's just like reach Heaven, protect. If we reach Heaven, protect, do we get lethal next turn? We're drawing all these plus the through violence plus 1 extra card. So then we Blasphemy and Sands of Time, that kills one of them, probably Bear, and then we need to do 34 damage to Pointy. And we have the 40 damage from the Reach Heaven, so yeah, that's definitely lethal. Okay, so let's do this. Oh god, I forgot about that. If that had been Blasphemy, I would have been confused about what to do next. What protect? What's going on, Coconut? She's just like sitting under a table, doing nothing. What a weirdo. Third Eye blocks for the most. We have a card left, so we can spend it on Third Eye. We don't care about any of this. Okay. Losing a little bit of health, not too bad. Got a red mask, a card reward. We don't want to weave, we don't want to prostrate, we don't want to crescendo. Well, that's all the cards that are here, so I guess we're skipping. Upgrade all your strikes and defense. Well, that's 8 upgrades. That's a pretty good Ancient Writing. I would have preferred bites, but I will take Ancient Writing for sure. This does 43, so we could Sands of Time Miracle Strike to kill him. That blocks for 10. Other plays are Defend, Third Eye, Strike, which blocks for more, technically. Also sets up for next turn, decosts Sands of Time. Yeah, I guess those are things that I care about. Seems like those are all cards I need for next turn. Alright, I'm pretty sure we don't have Blasphemy lethal because we only have 3 attacks, and Flying Sleeves isn't killing anybody. The lowest health one is this Slaver. Oh wait, we have 4 attacks with Eruption. Maybe it is lethal. So it would be Blasphemy, Sands of Time on this guy that kills him. Reach Heaven does 60. Or wait, no, it does 30. So yeah, we're 1 off of killing that Slaver. Okay. We could Eruption Miracle Sands of Time. It seems really dangerous. But it would do 52 damage. We could Vigilance Protect. Just try and block a bunch. Blocks for 24. And we take 6. We decost Sands of Time, but we also like don't do anything. Playing 5 cards is fine here if we want to kill them with Omega, because we'd guarantee ourselves to draw Alpha and then Beta the next turn by not shuffling. But I think I'd rather kill Red Slaver. We want to get lethal with Blasphemy the next time we see it, so how do we make sure that's happening? Can we do like Eruption, Flying Sleeves, Miracle Vigilance? I think that doesn't do enough damage. It's just, this does 16. 16 plus 9 is 25. Yeah, not enough damage to kill Red Slaver. Eruption plus Reach Heaven, also not enough damage to kill Red Slaver. So it has to be Sands of Time, Flying Sleeves if we want to kill Red Slaver. I suppose if we Eruption and then Sands of Time on Blue Slaver, we could kill him too. Or kill him instead, rather. It's a tricky fight. But then we take 16 plus 18 damage return. That's a lot of damage. We can't afford to get back into Vigilance. Or back into Calm. 16 plus 18 is 34, so we end up at 5. Nearly dying. We do have Campfire after this. So nearly dying is okay, as long as you don't actually die. I think we're just Vigilance Protect, wait for a better turn. Get Sands of Time decosted. Okay, so now we Sands of Time strike to kill Red Slaver. And take 25. Seems bad. I guess Sands of Time strike defend, right? Or do we save Sands of Time for the next next time we draw, whatchamacallit? Blasphemy? If we're not playing Sands of Time, what else are we doing? Can we still kill him? So we do 9, 18 plus 8 is 26? No. We could just play Alpha and Alpha Vigilance Defend. Vigilance Defend blocks for 16 and we die. So that seems bad. Let's start off with this bit, because I'm pretty sure that's happening. Okay, we draw a Wound. And then I guess we double defend. That overclocks our Pocket Watch. We're going to play at least one defend. So currently we are taking 17 damage. If we defend again, we take 9. I haven't used Frozen Eye yet at all. I just keep looking at my draw pile and ignoring the fact that I'm supposed to know exactly what I'm drawing. So we're drawing this hand next turn, up to Reach Heaven. And so we're not drawing Blasphemy. So we've got like Protect Third Eye next turn. So I think we're trying to survive our last turn of Vulnerable. Protect Third Eye blocks for 23. So it's going to be like Protect Third Eye Strike. We can't set anybody up to die to the strike. If we play the defend, we miss out on the third eye, and then we just get protect double strike. We probably don't die if we do that, but we are missing out on a third eye. I guess third eye is blocking for 7, and defend is blocking for 8. So we kind of gain 1 net life. But we do shuffle slower. We could also just play alpha and hope that it's up here, and then play like protect alpha or protect omega next turn. Thanks for the follow, Darren. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think Omega's our path here, because we've got a lot of wounds piling up, so getting back to Sands of Time is not a super good idea. I'm trying to line up Sands of Time with Blasphemy. So let's do it this way. Okay, so it is not next turn, even if we don't, even if we do proc Pocket Watch. You know what, I actually made a mistake last turn. We weren't proccing Pocket Watch, so I should have miracled out of defend and restart the fight. Try and do that correctly. Okay. Did we blow him up on turn 1? I think we did, right? Did I just block here? I did just block here. Well, my intention is not to change this turn. So we're going to leave this turn alone, even though it's probably crazy to not change that part. Okay. I am going to change, just not looking at what was next at all. So, okay, so next turn we're either drawing these 5 or these 7, depending on whether I play another card here. So we're doing 18 damage, putting him to 13. And then we could kill him with Reach Heaven Flying Sleeves next turn. Sure, let's do that. I realize I just totally blew up the line for the fight, but whatever. We could also just kill him with Sands of Time, that's easy. Let me get the door really quick. Okay. We can't blaspheme here for the same reason as last time. We could kill Taskmaster and Red Slaver, but then we wouldn't be able to kill Blue Slaver because this only does 30. So we're going to Reach Heaven, Flying Sleeves him, and then Miracle Protect, and take 5. And then we're going to draw these 5 cards rather than these 7. Puts Alpha, puts Beta in the same shuffle, in case we need to do that. I forgot about that. So we don't have to play the Miracle, we can just play the Protect. And then we're drawing these 7, which is through Violence. Okay. Alright. We could probably kill at least somebody. We've got Eruption, Sands of Time, and Through Violence. It's a lot of damage. So this does 52, so we could Eruption and Sands of Time to kill him. And then Through Violence Strike to kill him. Yeah. Okay. Apologies for the reset. I just realized I wasn't using Frozen Eye, and that's really stupid. I should be using Frozen Eye. Okay. Tantrum helps us set stuff up, or helps us do more damage. Cut Through Fate is pretty useful when you're in Frozen Eye, because you know exactly what you're going to be looking at and what you're going to be getting. And is good with Alpha for going and finding Omega and stuff. We also just have a very small deck. And Scrying is good in small decks. Tantrum's quite a good card, but we don't have any stance exits or anything. So I think I'll take the Cut Through Fate over it. Okay, I think we're going to this campsite and resting for the next elite. I'm gonna go get my wrist brace real quick. I took it off to answer the door. Now I can put it back on. Okay. It would be nice to kill Fat Gremlin. We can kill him with Flying Sleeves or Strike Plus. Let's kill him with Strike Plus. It commits a little bit less damage. Okay. We could... That doesn't kill him, right? Yeah. These 5 cards, or these 7... I believe he can't be attacking again. He can't attack 2 turns in a row. So we're sure he's not attacking next turn. So what I'm considering is Eruption, Flying Sleeves, Miracle, Vigilance. Only draw 5. Yeah, that seems okay. Oh wait, we're gonna draw this one right now. That's okay. I guess to get the strike out of hand, or to get the miracle out of hand, I'll just strike anyway. Also does a bunch of damage. Alright, there's our first Velvet Joker turn. Probably wasn't watching for that as close as I ought to have been. We can Cut Through Fate and play Alpha right now, which seems like something we want to do. We're drawing these 5 cards next turn, and shuffling. There's nothing we can do about it. Well, we can make it 6 cards instead. Draw that next turn. We are shuffling regardless. Do we have lethal? I think we probably do. Yeah, almost certainly. Okay, well, let's just get it. Sweet. Well, that one was way easier than Slavers. Hornclate's good. Another Cut Through Fate. Yeah, I think I like Cut Through Fate quite a bit, because we can even like Cut Through Fate and like go get Sands of Time. Yeah, let's see that. Preserved Insect. Well, we already fought all of our elites for the act, but I guess it helps for Act 3 elites. It's probably better than Sapphire Key. Alright. We can turn 1 Alpha and see where Omega ends up. Let's do that. Beta is next turn. Well, okay then. I guess I'll reach Heaven and see where Through Violence goes. It's also next turn. So if we Third Eye and get rid of these 2, then we draw Through Violence, Beta, Eruption, or we draw these 7. through Violence, through Defend. It seems pretty reasonable. Probably play Beta next turn. Let's see, where's Omega? Omega is not next turn no matter what we do. Oh wait, we have a Cut Through Fate, so we can draw it next turn. So next turn's going to be Cut Through Fate Omega almost 100% of the time. Unless we, like, kill him right now. Which we can't do. We can Eruption Cut Through Fate, which is quite a bit of damage, but it's 42, 51 for 52. Not enough. I guess we've got extra cards, so I'll just go and call. Oh, that was maybe a mistake, because we get a Hex with that. Just not considering the consequences. We could just not draw this turn, and then just protect and take a little bit of damage. The problem with Cut Through Fate and Omega is now I've used up all my energy and I'm taking 18. Which I don't want to do. So I think we'll take it slow and just take 2 instead. But now we need to play 3 cards, one of which is a skill, so that we are only drawing... Oh wait, no, we don't care if we shuffle. Shuffling is fine. Okay, well we might as well play strikes then. Play flying sleeves to get it out of hand. Hand size problems. Alright, there's the Omega. Now we only need to do 8 damage, so I guess we'll just do it and get done with it. Okay, none of these are good. A lot of Tranquility and Crescendos being offered this run. I wish that it was Crescendo and Diminuendo. I don't know why they didn't take advantage of that little linguistic trick to talk about how these are different. Or Decrescendo? Whatever. Halt is definitely out. Okay. I think we're taking an upgrade here. Probably want to get that alpha upgraded. It seems like we're sort of shifting that direction, away from the Sands of Time Blasphemy thing and towards the alpha thing. Since the Frozen Eye is so good, it's really important in boss fights to get your Wheaties. Alright, so it's alpha, and see where beta goes. It's not next turn unless we third eye for it, but we can third eye for it. So we're going to third eye and see these 3 cards. We're going to get rid of Blasphemy for sure, and then Flying Sleeves also. Leave the Defend for next turn in case we need it. Okay. And we've got 1 more card, so we'll go ahead and go into Calm. Alright, so it's probably beta double defend. We're already blocking for 14, so we only need to block for 17 more. I guess we'll settle for blocking for 16 and taking 1. We are drawing Omega next turn, so get ready for that. Alright, and they're not even attacking. They don't even care. Might as well use the Miracle now, since the fight is ending next turn. Okay. So another Tantrum. Game's throwing them at me. Do we want a Meditate? What does Meditate get us back? Like Protect? Sands of Time? Blasphemy? Meditate gives us a lot of ability to control things, and like since we know exactly what we're going to draw next turn, Meditate lets us pick a card out of the discard that combos really well with what we're going to draw next turn. which seems really powerful. Entering Calm is not really super important, but that's okay. More question marks means we have more chances of getting bites. Our bites would be upgraded because we have Molten Egg. We could also get Apparitions, which would not be upgraded, but would still be good. Or we're going to get card reward in a fight. We could also get like a relic or something from a question mark. Even a store would not be the worst thing. Yeah, let's go to a question mark. Card remove, that's fine. I think it's going to be a strike. Yeah, okay. Aha! He was a cleric the whole time. Who would have guessed it? Well, I just spent all my money, so this is not a very good shop. Could take another protect, take a card remove. I could do both. Just barely. Yeah, I think I like protect and card remove. Probably going to upgrade the protect next floor. Okay, it's quite a bit better when upgraded. 1 gold left over. 1 lonely copper. I don't think we're going to rest for 2 health, so let's go ahead and smith something. This gets 5 damage, that doesn't seem that important. Third Eye has actually been really important. I thought it wasn't that necessary with like a thin deck and Frozen Eye, but actually, when you Third Eye, you're like, okay, so if I get rid of 3 cards, then I advance my hand window to this point, and that's what I want, right? So it does actually end up being really good. Protect Plus is pretty good as well, but it doesn't have the scrying, but it gets more block. There's no statuses in this fight. Third Eye does let me save cards from the Orblings, which is pretty important, because Omega could be in the draw pile, so I'll take that. I'll take it for that purpose. I realized after I did that the implications of what I'm saying, quote-unquote protecting it from the Orblings, means that I would be discarding it for the next shuffle. I don't know if that's necessarily something I want to be doing, but whatever. Beta's next turn, that's great. Through Violence is also next turn. That's not really necessary. Next turn is probably like Beta Protect or Beta Vigilance. It seems like Beta Vigilance walks out. Let's see where the Omega goes. Okay, it's next turn. Except they're gonna steal it. Oh wait, it doesn't... What is the rarity of this card? Oh gosh, I guess I don't know. Because these are all commons, except for Omega is something. I don't know if they prefer colorless cards or what the deal is. I have to look it up really quick. Because if there's rare cards, they'll take rare cards. If there's uncommon cards, they'll take uncommon cards. But I don't know how they feel about colorless cards. Steals the rarest card from the draw pile, or from the discard pile if the draw pile is empty. I didn't know they did that. But it... Huh. But it doesn't explain what rare card means. What does it mean? Twitch chat, what does it mean? Okay, well I guess we're gonna find out together. Or I could cut through Fate and draw it now, but then I wouldn't be able to play it. Alright, well this one's gonna take it, if either of them's gonna take it. So we will Through Violence him. Through Violence does way more damage if we're in Wrath. I guess we don't go into Wrath right now. Okay. They do not prefer colorless cards. Okay, today I learned. Alright, Omega seems really good. Strike that does 10 seems like exactly what I want. Okay. I have 9 cards in my hand at the end of my turn. It's ridiculous. Okay, we're in good shape now. 50 damage a turn. We just have to survive a couple turns. We should be good to go. Blasphemy next turn is kind of complicated. So we're getting 50 damage at the end of this turn, and then we're getting 50 damage at the end of next turn. So it's 100 damage total. And then if we Blasphemy and like Sands of Time and do other stuff, maybe we'll get killed next turn. I would hate to do my math wrong and then die as a result. So we're going to play 3 block cards here. I think that's going to be Third Eye, Defend, and Protect Plus. What are we doing with Third Eye? We're going to get rid of the Vigilance, the Meditate, and the Defend. He's not attacking next turn. This causes us to shuffle, so that we're going to get the maximum amount of new knowledge. We need that to block. Oh wait, now we're blocked out, so we could attack. Attacking doesn't do anything. Actually it does, because if we remove some of his armor, then Omega hits harder. Or we could Cut Through Fate. With Cut Through Fate, we could get rid of these 3 cards and draw that one to get a bunch of cards from the next shuffle. But it seems like Blasphemy probably wants to go together with Reach Heaven. Or actually, it wants to go together with Through Violence, huh? Which is not an option. Yeah, I think I'll just get more cards from the next shuffle. Okay. Okay, so we're doing 50 damage at the end of the turn. That means he's at 158. If we... Our damage here is Blasphemy, Sands of Time, Flying Sleeves, Strike. Flying Sleeves is going to do 30. Strike, likewise, will do 30. Sands of Time will do 81. 81 plus 60 is 140, so not enough. So no Blasphemy this turn. Maybe it's time to get Blasphemy upgraded, because if we had it on Retain, then we could do it next turn, whereas now we can't. We could set ourselves up so that we're drawing, so that there's only 7 cards in the draw pile, and then get the Meditate to get back the Blasphemy to eventually combo it. Or we could just scry all 5 cards away to try and draw back the Blasphemy sooner. I think I like that plan. Okay, well if we're trying to max block, then we want to get rid of some Retain cards to make some hand space. So let's do that. And I guess I'm okay with getting rid of the Sands of Time as well. Do we have lethal with Blasphemy Sands of Time now? Probably. So the 50 damage counts even though it's at the end of our turn, because Blasphemy doesn't kill us until our next turn. So we do get to end our turn and survive. So we're doing that, and then the 81 damage from this, and then the 30 damage from that. So that's 111. And then 30 damage, or no, this isn't 30 damage. This is, oh yeah, it is 30 damage. So 141, yes, that's lethal, even just from the damage. Okay. Alright, we got him. Weak. Master Reality is kind of a thing, since we have Alpha. I don't consider that super important, though. And it's kind of a junky card to add to the deck. Wish is a thing. Get some gold. I don't think we're doing Brilliance, despite the fact that it's upgraded. Is Wish better than Skip? I kind of don't think it is. It is a very card-efficient card, so if we're up against Time Lord, that's really relevant. It's also relevant with the Pocket Watch. I think we're just skipping here. I think the deck is good enough without these cards. Adds some stuff that gets in the way. Okay. Duplication Potion is way better than Skip. I think probably we're throwing away the weak pot. Slaver's Collar, Fusion Hammer, or Sozu. Well, Sozu would let us save these potions, which probably... These are decent heart potions. They're not amazing. These are all energy relics, and energy relics are a little bit scary because we have Velvet Choker and Pocket Watch. So maybe we just take the only one that doesn't have a downside in Slaver's Collar. Or we could take one of the other two if we just don't care about the downside. They're not huge downsides. We've got most of the upgrades we need. So I'm not afraid of taking Fusion Hammer. The only real one that I would like is Blasphemy. I feel like the further along the run gets, the more we want that Blasphemy upgrade. And then Sozu, like, potions are helpful, but it's a little bit annoying to end an act with 2 potions, because then you're like, okay, I have to spend a potion immediately, because there's a 30% chance I'm going to get offered another one. Whereas with Sozu, that doesn't happen. Yeah, I think it's just Slaver's Collar, though. So that I don't have any downsides. Okay, it's Time Lord. Time Lord's great because we are an alpha deck. So we can just wait for time to kill its own lord. Probably want to go to the fire before the Mega Elite. So I think we're going down this path. I guess we can get an extra question mark if we go this way. So let's do that. Do the easy pool, 3 question marks, and a fire before this fight. Orb Walker is our first opponent. Let's alpha and see where beta goes. It is not coming up next turn unless we scry for it, but we can scry for it. We could theoretically get it this turn if we third eye and then cut through fate. Get rid of all 5 of these and then get rid of all 3 of these and then draw it. But then we'd have to miracle it out. And that would be playing 5 cards. It's not terrible though. If we did that, our next hand would be these 5 cards. Yeah, those don't block very much though. Actually, we would be able to either draw Omega this turn, or we'd be able to cut through fate and go draw it. So we'd be doing 19 damage this turn, so he'd be at 77. And then we'd have to do 27 more damage to have Omega kill him. It's not a crazy idea. I mean, they scale up quick, so I don't mind being fast. Okay. Oh, I didn't even look to see where Omega goes. It's pretty important information. It's the very next card. So if we're playing Cut Through Fate, we're drawing Omega. Yeah, okay. And then we just play Omega. We take 7, but that's not a huge amount. We could Colorless Potion and hope that it like weakens him or something. Or gives energy so that I can defend. I don't think any Colorless Potions give energy. If it does 17 damage, it kills him. I think we're just going to take our lump here. That's fine. It's the Sands of Time deck. Another copy of Protect. This would be our third one. I think that's a little bit too many, considering how thin the deck is. Another Third Eye or a Flying Sleeves. Flying Sleeves is way worse than Skip. I think Third Eye is worth considering, but I think it's probably also worse than Skip. We've got enough scrying. I'm not really looking for more. I mean, we've got a ton, so... We managed to dodge getting a potion there, which means our potion percent is now up to 40. Alright, let's play Alpha and see where Beta goes. It's 2 cards away. Protect, Defend blocks out. If I defend, I take 6. So let's Protect, Defend. I want to take 6. Alright, they are hitting for 22. I'm blocking for 14, so we need to block for 8 more, ideally. That sounds like Vigilance to me. There's no Blasphemy lethal. Okay, we have to draw that next turn, but it's the top of the deck, so that's fine. It's killing both of these, so we don't have to worry about them exploding. And then we could probably just wait out Spiker. He might attack next turn, but whatever. There's no accounting for taste. He is not attacking, so we get a kill for free. We don't have any side quests or anything, so we'll just wait. Press E to win. Okay. Just Lucky is not a card that we want in the deck. Way too late to switch to pressure points, and Foreign Influence is bad. Okay. We're going here from the Mega Elite. Probably want to go to this Fire. We do actually heal at shops too. I think we're probably saving our money for the Act 4 shop at this point. Falling. Third Eye Plus or Cut Through Fate. Ouch, that's kind of brutal. I guess what can you expect? All the cards in the deck are good, so... I mean, I guess Strike and Defend would have been nice. Even Eruption. I would get rid of Eruption pretty easily. Need that. Well, I guess Third Eye looks through the deck harder than Cut Through Fate does. Cut Through Fate actually draws after it scries, though. So Cut Through Fate has been pretty critical for actually putting the Beta or the Omega in hand. But I need the block from Third Eye, so I'm not going to give that up. So I guess I'll give up a Cut Through Fate. If we get another Cut Through Fate, it will also be upgraded, so not a huge deal. Wow, they're jumping on us. I thought I had another easy pool fight coming. I must have miscounted. Okay, let's Alpha and see where that goes. It is next turn. Okay, so let's defend and... I don't know, poke somebody? I guess we can, I think I'm going to Cut Through Fate, start Sands of Time decosting, and get rid of this Protect. Keep the rest. He's got the most health, so he's the one that'll take Omega longest to kill. Okay. Well, they are jumping all over us. Probably this turn is like Beta, Defend, Third Eye, Miracle, Defend. Ideally, the Omega goes on the top of the deck. These two aren't blocking, so one tick of Omega will kill them all next turn. So there's an 80% chance this is in the... Or I guess not an 80% chance, but like a... Whatever, like... Is it 67% chance? Something like that. This is in the top 5. It is not. It is the bottom card. Well, we can put it on top with Third Eye anyway, so... We have to Third Eye and get rid of at least one card. Doesn't really matter which one. Get rid of this Eruption. Take that. And then block as hard as we can. Still taking quite a bit of damage here, taking like 10. Yikes. Like 17. What a bunch of jerks. Nope, we don't want any of these. We've talked about them repeatedly. All of them. Is Energy Potion better than Colorless Potion? I think not. We've got plenty of energy, generally. Okay, extra chests. Art of War or Sapphire Key. I was just saying I had plenty of energy. But Art of War is a bit of a different animal than Energy Potion. I think it's still Sapphire Key. We're gonna get another chest here, and I think that Art of War is probably worse than whatever we're getting out of here. Okay, clearly resting because we get full value out of it. And we're about to go fight a Mega Elite. Alright. So this is probably just like Alpha Protect Defend. Let's see where Beta goes. Beta's next turn, that's great. Okay, Protect Defend it is. Let's Beta and see where Omega goes. Omega's next turn. We could cut through Fate and draw it now, but then that would make me sad. We can Meditate and get a card back. Not sure what card I want back. Maybe the Defend. Defend is a nice, efficient way of spending energy to block, which maybe we're interested in next turn. We already have 2 Defends, so pretty doubtful. I guess I'll just go into Calm the natural way. I'm basically just never going to attack him as long as he isn't threatening to either curse us or kill us. But currently he's planning to hurt us. I'll do the strike, just in case. Okay, and then I guess third eye to block and take 9. I don't need those. Let's change his mind and scry. Which of these cards do I want? I guess Meditate? We've got enough blocks in hand. Yeah, we've got Defend, Defend, Protect. Can we actually just block him out? He's hitting for 39. We're blocking for 16. Plus 16 is 32. We can probably do a little better. What's the plan? Okay, 24, so we can block for, yeah, we can block for 24. We should probably use the third eye instead of a defend. And keep just the block cards for next turn. We are almost there. Alright, so now we need to do, if we want to kill him, we need to do 16 plus 17 damage, that's 33. Sands of Time does almost that much by itself. These do 15. Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, we do slightly less damage than that because of the Malleable. Let's see, is it going to be enough? So it's 3, or it's 7, which gets turned into 4, which gets turned into 5. So he goes down to 57, and then it's he'll have 4 blocks, so this will do 4, which gets turned into 5. So they'll go to 52, and then no. Okay, so I guess we're blocking. Let's use the Colorless Potion. Oh wait, no, we can block without it. So let's keep it. Okay. Darn, he gave us a potion. A little late for lessons learned. Little late for lessons learned. We could take another third eye to pick up the slack from the cut through fate we lost to the following event. Or we just not do that. We don't really need that. Lessons learned is very hard to proc in an Omega deck, so I don't think we're ever taking that. Crush Joints, we don't really need the debuffs. Third Eye is nice. What's the scariest option for this? It's usually Strength Reptomancer, and I think here it is Strength Reptomancer. As per usual. Third Eye's not really helping against Strength Reptomancer. Lessons Learned helps a little bit. I think we're just skipping. Dex Spot over Colorless Spot, I think, is happening though. Okay, it is max HP Giant Head, but also we have Preserved Insect, so. Alright, let's start the fight the way we always do. Playing Alpha and seeing where Beta goes. Beta's unfortunately right at the bottom. We can draw it in 2 turns. I don't think there's a way we're drawing it next turn. Especially since we don't have any way to draw. Okay. Actually, maybe we can draw it next turn, because we're drawing these 7, and then I can actually just cut through Fate and draw it. Okay. So let's just defend. There's not really anything valuable to meditate here, so I'll just take the 1 health. Alright, cut through Fate to Beta. Seems good. I miscounted somehow. Not sure what happened there. Did I like draw an extra card or something? Okay, doesn't really matter where it is because we're drawing all of those cards. Unless we want to Third Eye some of them. And I think we do. Just the strikes, we don't need those. Actually, I'll do the strikes and the vigilance. Well, I'll leave the vigilance. Okay, we've played 3 cards. That's going to be all of them. And there's Omega. It's going to take him a long time to kill him with just Omega. But we've got Sands of Time ticking down now. Might as well go into Calm while we've got some cards. And I suppose Reach Heaven. It's a reasonable way to end. Actually, we could Miracle out Flying Sleeves. We've got 4 cards in hand, so we're not really getting value out of this Pocket Watch. We're basically just drawing 6 cards. This hand's not very exciting, but it doesn't get more exciting when we add 2 cards to it, so I think I will Miracle out the Flying Sleeves now. Alright, here comes the beats. Giant Head is sick of our shit. Alright, so we got Third Eye Protect, blocking for 25, and then the other Protect for 37. It's pretty close to 40. What of these are we keeping? I think just the Through Violence and the Defense. We have Blasphemy, but he has 350 health, so we'd have to do 300 damage with Blasphemy. I just don't think that's happening. But I'll count it anyway. So we enter Blasphemy. This does the classic 81 damage, and then this does 63. 81 plus 63 is 144. And then these both do 30. 144 plus 60 is 204. And then I guess we could play Eruption. We don't have enough energy for that. Oh, we do, because we get the extra. So we're at 204, and this does another 30, so 234. Not far off, to be fair. I think we're more interested in blocking, probably. So probably going to triple defend and have Cut Through Fate, maybe draw us another defend. Best it can do is a Protect. So then we're like, Cut Through Fate, Protect, Defend, which is only 3 cards, but I don't really need to draw more cards at this point. Dex Spot, Triple Defend, blocks for 30, we take 15. I'm not afraid of using the deck spot. Probably should have used it a little bit earlier because I took like 1 damage earlier. So then Cut Through Fate, Protect, Double Defend. That's for 20 plus 18. Seems okay. Should have played the Cut Through Fate after the 2 defends. Might have missed a little bit of damage. Probably just 102. Okay, now we need to block for 50. We're kind of trying to draw back to Blasphemy here. We have Meditate, so we could put Blasphemy in our hand, which seems good. Reach Heaven sets up for Through Violence lethal next turn. So we basically just have to survive this turn. See you later, Unbuzzed Bee. Thanks for the well wishes. So we Third Eye Protect, that blocks for 25. Vigilance, that's 35. We're taking 15. That's surviving. We could get 14 health out of the Duplication Potion right now to Protect. That seems worth doing. That means we're not playing Meditate. If we're not playing Meditate, we don't get back Blasphemy. Or we don't necessarily get back Blasphemy. If we don't get back Blasphemy, maybe we lose next turn. I would not like to lose next turn. So we have to skip one of those to play Meditate. I guess the one that does the least amount of blocking is Vigilance. So we're like Duplicate, Protect, Third Eye. Blocks for 28, 39, we take 11. And Meditate. Yep, I think that's what's happening. Probably shouldn't have left that defend there. There's no advantage to doing so. Alright, well this pretty much has to be lethal. So we'll just go in. Nobody kills me but me. Yeah, it's lethal. Okay. We got there. It was a little bit rough. Another wish. It's the second one we've been offered. All these genies trying to get in the run. No, I think we're skipping this. Demaru. Well, that would have been a fine Sapphire key. Probably going this way. We've got to get through this elite first. Nemesis. Okay. Where's Beta going? Beta is far away. We could cut through Fate. We're still not drawing it next turn. We could get up to Sands of Time though, and that starts at decosting. And then we draw up to here. Hey First Dane, how's it going? Always appreciate the emoji-based communication. Nothing makes me sound like a robot, like saying emoji-based communication. You know what? I was actually wrong. We can get to Beta next turn, because we can meditate back the Cut Through Fate. And then meditate Cut Through Fate Omega next turn. That actually means that we're drawing less cards. So we'd only draw these 3, yep, and then we could go through 3 and draw this Beta. With the Cut Through Fate. Okay, kind of a weird line, but makes sense. I was kind of assuming that I would be okay with spending all my energy on Cut Through Fate Omega, but maybe I'm not, because he's hitting us for 45. The runs are going good. We did a defect run that made it to, I believe, Act 3. It was kind of a weird one. He just, like, he took a bunch of damage to a bad shuffle in an elite and then kind of petered out, even though he had a lot going for him. He was a vampire, so, like, kind of low max HP. You know, sometimes those kind of decks just get, like, 2-hit killed. Yeah. Maybe it was Act 2, actually, because I feel like Slavers did a lot of damage to him. No, it couldn't have been. Yeah, it was Act 3. He had a lot going for him. He had a Bias Cog and a Clockwork Souvenir, and a Seek Plus, and 2 defrags. Never found like a Glacier or anything, but... And then obviously this run is going well. You know, we're in Act 3 and looking at Act 4. Although we do have to survive this turn. So it's Cut Through Fate Omega is 3 of our 5 energy. We probably don't care. Yeah, actually we don't care at all if we're triggering Clockwork Souvenir this turn, because there's only 2 cards left in the draw pile. So we're drawing Omega no matter what. So that's 3 energy, and then it's like Third Eye Defend to block for 17, plus 14 is 31, take 14. Go to 8. It's not very much health. Other things we could do is just like protect Vigilance, Third Eye, and Miracle Defend. Just get a lot of block. It seems like we maybe don't need that much block. We need 31 to block out. We're getting 9, 17, 25, 37. So we're only, if we get all the block, we're only overblocking by 6. So if we miss like Vigilance or something, then we take 2. That seems fine though. The weirdest part about it is we actually we want to play 4 cards so that we don't trigger Pocket Watch, because we don't want to shuffle. We want to draw beta, play beta before we shuffle. So it's like protect, Third Eye, defend, and then like Miracle Cut Through Fate just to, I don't know, and then not drawing beta with it. Miracle Cut Through Fate, draw exactly 1 card, leave both of these so that this stays 5 cards. I think that's the line. Kind of a weird one. And obviously Third Eye is not getting rid of anything either. I guess we don't need the Miracle. I guess I miscounted the energy, but... Alright, exactly 5 cards. Didn't miscount the important part. Crap. I missed Centennial Puzzle. I'm going to restart the fight. I don't know if it was necessarily wrong what I did, but I thought about it wrong, and so I'm going to restart the fight and think about it correctly. I forgot about my Centennial Puzzle. Okay. We're doing all the same stuff. Alpha, it's way later. We played the Protect. And we played the Cut Through Fate. Got rid of all 3 of these to draw the Sands of Time. And then we meditated back Cut Through Fate. Okay. And this was the turn we thought about wrong. Okay, so we can go get beta, but we end up not doing that because we're taking too much damage. So we need to block him out completely if we don't want to proc Centennial Puzzle, which is the part about that I did wrong. So I think this time we're just going to protect Vigilance, Third Eye, Defend with the Miracle. And that way we're proccing neither Pocket Watch nor Centennial Puzzle during the beta next turn. We can get rid of 1 card, and I think we're going to get rid of a Strike. Okay. Alright, so now we have beta. Beta triple defend, seems fine. Obviously we're not proccing Pocket Watch here, but doesn't look like we need it this turn. Okay, so we're gonna play Omega, and good God, I had 7 energy that turn? Like, I guess it was from Sundial? Oh yeah, Sundial and the Slaver's Collar. Uncomfortably energetic. Drawing these 7 next turn. It seems like we want to drop to protect, because he can be attacking for 45 again. So we should avoid playing too many cards. Flying Sleeves amusingly does the same amount of damage whether he's intangible or not, so we might as well use that now. Although obviously it does more damage if we're in Divinity. I guess I'll get the 5 damage out of this one too. And draw with Pocket Watch. Alright, this is lethal, right? Blasphemy Sands of Time is 81. Yeah, 81 plus 50 is lethal. Okay. Yeah. None of these. I keep getting third eyes, and I keep thinking, I want to replace that cut-through fate that I lost in the following event. But then, when I play, I don't actually feel like I need another cut-through fate. I like the deck thin, so we're gonna skip all these. Alright, we can rest here and then heal there as well with the meal ticket. We also have 300 gold, so none a waste. We're missing an elite, but doing 2 hallway fights at 22 is not obviously survivable. I think we're just gonna go for recall at the last campsite here. Alright. Do we need Apotheosis? Apotheosis can upgrade Beta or Omega, which is kind of interesting. I said in Act 1 that I would take a Conclude, but that was a long time ago. Probably not gonna carry me through Act 4. Probably just buying potions and card removing. I think we're removing Eruption. I think Eruption is worse than a Strike, just because it's so expensive. And you can't play it while you're in Divinity and other problems. We could take Devotion. We have Damaru. Get another way of going into Divinity other than Blasphemy. Okay, I'm going to remove the Eruption. And I think buying potions is better than Devotion. I think Devotion makes the deck better, but I want these potions to make sure I'm surviving. Sling of Courage doesn't do anything meaningful. Regal Pillow could be nice at the Act 4 campfire. But yeah, let's take these. Kind of a boring store, but like a really good boring. I don't know. Fight a boss from Act 1, get a rare relic. That's usually my pick. Definitely don't want the Doubt. Not being able to heal means the end of Act healing doesn't happen, and I kind of need that. So I think we're just going to fight an Act 1 boss. Mind bloom all over him. That's awkward. Oh wait, we have Cut Through Fate, so we can draw it. You know what else is awkward? He's gonna hit us. We have some pretty good block. We've got the Third Eye and the Protect. He hits you for 25, right? So that's exact block. That means we can't Cut Through Fate and Beta though. So it'd be 6 energy. Although we kind of can. We just have to use the Miracle. It's kind of funny, we've got like a really good turn 1 that we're just not using at all. We've got Marbles and Red Mask and Mutagenic Strength, and we're just like, Alpha and pass. Turns out he hits you for 36 instead of 25, and for some reason I drew more than I thought I was going to. What happened there? We didn't take damage, did we? No, this is still active. Huh. I guess I just miscounted? I'm not sure. I think sometimes I think I'm going to draw 7 cards, but really I draw 8 cards. Just do the math wrong. Okay, so he's hitting us for 36, we're blocking for 14, we need to block for 22 more, ideally. Third Eye Protect does that. Blocks for 21, I suppose. I could use the Protect Plus if I feel like I need it. Protect Plus and Defend also does it. There's lots of ways to do it. Omega is going to be drawn next turn, even if we don't proc Pocket Watch. But let's block that anyway. I guess we got a Third Eyed. I'm not sure if I would have actually changed anything. But You do not get to steam vent me, sir. I won't stand for it. 2 strikes seems better than reach 7. We don't really need the 3 violence for this fight. Okay. Defend seems fine. I guess we'll go into calm since we've got the time to do it. And we'll go ahead and flying sleeves just to get it out of the hand. It's a race. Are we going to kill him or enter Divinity first? We're definitely going to kill him first. This blocks for 16. We could do it with these two. I guess I will. The burden of optimal play strikes again. Blasphemy next turn kills him. But also just clicking end turn kills him. Oh wait, that turned out not to be true. He has 60 health. Okay. Dead branch, huh? I'm trying to fix an impulse that I have to always just click on dead branch. We're probably taking it. I just want to think about it first, because sometimes it's bad. Alpha and beta both exhaust. That seems like a good thing. We're not like filling up our hand with garbage too much. Blasphemy exhausts too for some really zany outs at lethal. It's like, okay, if Blasphemy exhausts and I get specifically Eruption from Dead Branch, then we win. Otherwise we die. Meditate plus would be good if we didn't already have Meditate. I don't think there's probably room in the deck for both of them. And to be honest, the first Meditate isn't really doing that much. Probably it was a mistake to include. Alright, we got some shapes. Look at all those fun colors. Faceted and spinny engine bits. Where's the beta? It is 10 cards away. We are drawing Cut Through Fate, so we can draw it next turn if we want. We probably do. Although, maybe we need to spend more cards than that on blocking this turn. So our max block here is Mental Fortress, Vigilance, Defend, which requires a Miracle. Unless we have enough damage to kill Exploder, we do. So we could double strike the Exploder and then defend. We're still going over our Pocket Watch, but we're kind of trading Pocket Watch for Centennial Puzzle, so we're drawing 8 cards either way. And you kind of don't want to draw them both on the same turn. Alright, well that all seems sensible. We could switch to Repulsor instead of Exploder. I normally target the Exploders first because I'm worried they're going to explode. But in this case, the Repulsor is actually hitting harder. Repulsor is way less likely to be attacking next turn, which is a consideration as well. Yeah, I think we're probably just going to use the block pot, so let's just kill the Exploder and then block out. I totally forgot that was happening. Okay, so we're drawing these 5, and then Cut Through Fate can draw us beta. So yeah, we can play as many cards as we want, Velvet Choker allowing. So we can Miracle, Vigilance, Defend, and save the Centennial Puzzle and our health. Oh wait, yeah, that does, we block out. Okay. Okay. Coconut's upset about that line, but I'm not sure why. Maybe she's a shape. Coconut, are you one of the shapes? You turned on me. Let's attack the low health one. Go get the beta. That's not beta. What happened? Oh, I drew a daze. I forgot to relook at the pile after the daze come up. Okay, we're probably not a big deal. We've only spent 1 card, so we could like protect and flying sleeves on the spiker. Actually, that would cause us to take 1 damage. And we lose the protect, so, you know, might as well just not. Okay, there's the beta. We need to block for 22, which we can do with Protect, and there's no Defend, so it'd have to be something else. Or we could just take 6. Not a huge deal. Oh wait, no, Prey doesn't block. We could block by killing this Repulsor? No, we don't have enough energy for that. With the Strength Potion, Reach Heaven would do 13, Flying Sleeves would do 14. It's 33, it's almost enough. No, it looks like we're just taking 6, or losing the block pot. I am not sure which of those is better. We're gonna play this, though. So I could do that now and I'd get 28 damage. 14 times 2. I think I'll protect the health. Oh man, we might not draw Omega here. Oh, we didn't. Wow. That's brutal. Well, we've got to get some cards out of hand, so I think we're going to play... Oh, we can just Vault. Yeah, I guess I'll just Vault. Okay, and we've got Omega, and then we can press End turn. Yes, yes, you're very excited about drawing cards. Okay. Alright, no potion. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand plus, in fact. Do we get any use out of that? We've got a copy of Flying Sleeves. It says Exhaust on it, so it interacts with Dead Branch. I'm not too excited about it. Here's all the attacks that I asked for back in Act 1. Didn't get, but that's okay. I think we're just skipping them here. We've got other plans by now. This has to be Recall if we want to go to Act 4, and we do. Alright. The Time Lord. Lord of all time. Overseer of timey-wimey things. Alright, we're getting beta next turn. We should block for 18 here, or something close to it. Since I'm going into Calm is wise. If we're third eyeing, we're probably getting rid of some of this stuff. Sender's Bane and maybe Meditate. Oh right, we don't see that many cards. Okay, I think we're good there. Take one. I did forget about the Centennial Puzzle. That's okay. It's not a big deal. We're blocking for 14. We got to block for 18 more, ideally. So defend blocks for 16. Protect defend blocks for 20. I think protect defend is fine. Alright, play Omega, and then I think just play Protect and take 8. We could play a Protect Miracle Third Eye to block out. That would give us 2 left on the clock, which is a little bit scary. Do we need the Third Eye? If we Third Eye, we can get rid of a Slimed, a Blasphemy, and a Follow-Up, which seems pretty valuable. It's about as valuable as drawing 3 cards, so I'll do it. Okay. Well, we've got Omega ticking. It's just a matter of time now. We don't have to play any of these cards, so we won't. We could reset him just to reset him. We're drawing 8 cards from here, so it's 2 shuffle cards and these. These are pretty poor. So maybe we do reset him just to reset him. We're going to protect. No, I don't think I will. we gotta protect plus unprotect. Should be okay. He's hitting us for 48 though. I forgot that he vulnerables you. It's pretty brutal. Alright, need to block for 30, or something close to it. These block for 17. That's about all we got. Got a handful of dead branch garbage. You shouldn't have taken it. Follow up, collect. All garbage. Could have had these two cards instead. That would have been way better. And I knew it too. I like thought about it and I was like, yeah, there's only a couple of cards. But I forgot about the Miracle, and I forgot about the cards that get created. They have exhaust on them sometimes too. Okay, if we third eye, we're probably just getting rid of the strike. Let's do that. And defend. Do we slime just to see if we can get another block card? I think that's okay. Pressure points, very helpful. Well, none of these other cards block. Maybe I should have taken that Talk to the Hand. I was not expecting to struggle to survive in this fight. Okay. We'll just block out here. Oh, we've already procced Pocket Watch, so we could play Slimed. Or we could cut through Fate to draw this Slime and advance us to drawing these 5. Which are better, but not by a ton. It just gets us access to another strike and a Blasphemy. I suppose it also does some damage. Maybe what we should be doing this turn is splitting him. So we're doing 50, he's going to 250. He splits at 230. So yeah, we can Sands of Time to split him. That seems worth doing. So now we know he is healing next turn. So I'll just wait at 8 on the clock. I think that's fine. You sure got me, Time Lord. That was foolish. What a silly goose. Protect Defend is nice. Plus for 24, we take 10. Technically survive. Probably want to throw that other Protect in there. That leaves us at 1 on the clock. Might be worth collecting just to reset him. We still don't take damage. Yeah, being at 1 on the clock is pretty scary. We also don't draw 3 cards, though, when we do that. Boy. These 2 cards are not the cards you want in the hand when you got 1 on the clock. I think we're just gonna hope he's not attacking next turn. He is. I'm in Divinity. I totally missed that. Going into Divinity with 1 on the clock was not what I had happening this turn in my head. Even if we had more time, though, we would just have 2 attacks. So I think he's got us. We could collect for 10. It's pretty exciting. I guess actually we would have had him, because we If we strength potted, we had 3 strength, so the flying sleeves would have done 8 damage. 8 times 3 is 24, so we would have done 48 damage with that. Yeah, that would have been lethal if I had just played the stupid collect. Huh. I did not think I was getting through that fight, but the divinity mode is very strong. Yeah, I think the dead branch was a mistake. Not that we were like cruising without it, but it was not very helpful. And we kind of like this deck had a bit of a tech switch, right? Where we started out as like a Sands of Time Blasphemy combo thing, and then we just like really hardcore pivoted to the alpha. And because of the alpha Frozen Eye thing, we like didn't put very many cards in the deck. So we only had 18 cards, and then we just got diluted really hard by that dead branch. Made a couple mistakes in the last fight as well.